Hello, welcome to Daniel's Country Kitchen for episode 26 in our Cooking with Chef Daniel series. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you
Good.
very much. Rhubarb,
local sauce rhubarb.
Local sauce rhubarb. Beautiful season. You would not know that going to South Africa,
yes.
but in Europe, very popular. Crumble, confiture, marmalade, and kind of a stew to put in yogurt and all this kind of stuff. Love it, love it. I love the acidity of rhubarb. It's gorgeous. And with the force rhubarb, which is very interesting, it keep, because of that beautiful color, normally we peel it, but we keep the skin, and the skin within the cooking slowly will get this beautiful color, which is orangey, kind of pinkish. So very good. And we're going to do that out of my book recipe there, Deconstructed Rhubarb Crumble. So
with pistachios.
Yes, with pistachios and the posset, which is this lovely yellow, beautiful lemon kind of creamy curd.
Yep.
It's already setting in the fridge, and we're going to, the crumble is all weighted and whatever, we're going to tell what's in it completely. And after that, we're going to poach the rhubarb with some lemongrass. Okay. And lemongrass will give this beautiful addition to it, and we should enjoy that later.
So what puts people off rhubarb? Why don't people like rhubarb? Is it the sharpness?
I think it's the sharpness, and it's also because after the season of the force rhubarb, you can have rhubarb obviously twice or 3 times, and all summer if you got whatever. But after, as they grow, they're getting green, big, and much more acidic.
Right.
And that's why there's the force rhubarb. This one, I think, for me, it's the most elegant, most tasty, and everything. But a lot of people love it, and like you said, so some of them they just find the acidity too much. But that's when it starts to be growing to the season, and big root like that, quite tough. So it's a very different thing. Okay. So let's get on with it, and we're going to do that really nice and
lovely. Let's go.
It should be tip top. Okay. So to make the crumble in here, there is you can see different. So butter, obviously, pistachio, flour, icing sugar, and almond, and fresh butter. So normally you mix the crumble with your hand like that. Okay, so that's why first of all we're using unsalted butter, of course, much better, and it's good when the butter is room temperature, so much easy to mix with the crumble. Huh? But that in Britain they do it really well. It's really a British specialty. They do all sorts of crumble and do them well, always with mama recipe or grandma or great grandma recipe, and it works really well, and it's people really like it, you know. So this one is a little bit different in a sense, and I love pistachio, and so I put pistachio, not completely as the ground pistachio. I broke them down to so you can have some bits in it, whatever. Okay, so the crumble is nearly finished there. You can see you work all by hand. There's a little bit of the butter left in here. Look at that, it's beautiful. And you can see the bits of pistachio, which I like, and here it gives a lovely crunch to it. So we're going to bake that in the oven, 160 degrees, for about 20-25 minutes until there's a nice golden brown color. There, we take it out of the oven and we break it down a little bit, and try to turn it as well, and we put it back, and it should be all, look at that. Also we're going to, and obviously as the butter will melt within the crumble there, you know, that's why we start to give us this beautiful kind of crumble. You can see it's a good mix. I love pistachio, so I quite often put pistachio in some of my crumble rather than other kind of nuts. Yeah, I prefer. I'm just a big fan of it. Okay, so that's it. We're going to bake it now. Okay, so we're just peeling there, and the reason we keep and cook with the skin there, as you can see, look at the coloring on the board already. Do you know how much color there is in that? So that color will be transferred within the mix, and it'd be really interesting. Got so much color, it's fantastic. Love it. So it's all peeled in here. You can see all the peeling, which will give the lovely color to the mix. I put some lemongrass in it in here because I love lemongrass. And there is 100 grams of organic biltong brown sugar, which is really nice, and it's scented a little bit with spices as well. So I'm just going to cut the rhubarb about that big, so it doesn't collapse too much. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to poach it slowly until it just cook perfectly. So we just okay, so it's all gone there, and now we're going to just cover to the level of the rhubarb. You don't need to put more, not necessary, okay, as long as all the rhubarb is covered.
So
Like
the amount will depend on what size dish they're using as well?
Well,
more than likely.
no, you always cover the rhubarb like that, and after that we're going to let it cook here, very slowly, okay, and put the lid on that. And when it's, that's it, okay? Okay, here we go. That's good, good to go now. I'm going to let it cool down, that's all we need. And after that, look, be ready. Break it a little bit like that. And we'll be on the top. Okay. Look at that. So that's what you want. You want to keep that. It's really soft, but it keep together. I've reduced half of the syrup. You just put them back in here. And you see the color all given. You almost think you put an apricot juice in here. You know, pink grapefruit juice. You know, and yeah, look at that, beautiful. So you need to keep them so they're not falling apart, which you don't want, otherwise you may as well make a jam and start again. But just stay with it, because sometimes it's cooked really fast. It's a young rhubarb, forced rhubarb. It does cook really fast. You know, look how gorgeous is that. And we're going to let it cool down a little bit now before we put it within the glass within the posset. Yeah. Okay, so that's a beautiful lemon posset we made. So lemon posset, simple recipe, sugar and cream, and you just bring it to the boil. While you're doing that, you do a freshly juice of 1 lemon and grated zest of lemon, grated zest of lime. You put the juice of lemon and the zest in a small jug, so it's ready for you to pour when ready. When the cream comes to the boil, you pour it within your jug of lemon, mix slightly, slowly with a spoon, not a whisk, otherwise you're going to set it too fast, and you pour in each of the glass. Therefore, you poach your rhubarb like we've done, with some lemongrass and the skin, which give you this gorgeous color. Look at this, beautiful. And when you poach your rhubarb, you keep the rhubarb as a whole. So that's what we're going to do there now. And you got this stunning, beautiful quality rhubarb, and all soft. I actually, within that recipe, voluntarily reduce the sugar, because sometimes it's a dish for me who need to be a little bit sharp. And the reason I reduce the sugar is because also the crumb has got plenty of sugar. Plenty, enough for all the recipe to be really. Put some of the crumb on the top like that. Beautiful, yeah. You can use a spoon, obviously, yeah. And we've got this beautiful decompose. So there you have it. We've done deconstructed rhubarb, forced rhubarb crumble. And the crumble is made with some pistachio, almond. You can make it with different things. You can put it with walnut, and yeah, different kind of things. So that's what we have there. and it's a season for it. It's perfect. Serve as a dessert at the end of the meal. Just wonderful. You should enjoy that. It's gorgeous.